Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Outage app reviewers. Now before I get too far into this video, I know a couple of you observant viewers are going to notice that Firefox is no longer in my dock at the bottom. And the reason I've switched back to Chrome is mainly because pretty much all I do for a lot of my web viewing stuff is just YouTube. And I've noticed Chrome is actually a little bit faster for YouTube. And it's better because some of the plugins that I use for YouTube. So I've switched back to that, but when I actually want to do some browsing and stuff and not be tracked by Google, I do switch back to Firefox and DuckDuckGo as the browser and stuff. So don't freak out, I am still security conscious. It's just for YouTube. May as well use Chrome anyway, because YouTube's tracking everything that everyone uploads anyways. So on to today's stories. The first one here, if you guys were trying to use Apple Maps earlier today, it was down for like 3 or 4 hours. Actually, originally said that it was just for some users, but I tried it on 2 different iPhones of mine and neither of them were working. It just say directions not available right here. I don't know, people were just shit out of luck if you tried to use Google or Apple Maps instead of Google Maps while you're driving and stuff. So if you've got Apple CarPlay in your car, you know, maps might not have been working. That's kind of a big problem. So hopefully Apple found the root cause of this and resolved it. Now it was resolved like 3 or 4 hours later. But again, that's a pretty big issue right there. So yet another reason not to use Apple Maps. But personally, I don't hate on Apple Maps too much. It did get me lost a few times a couple years ago, but I haven't used it recently, so I'm not really sure. But if you want to take that risk, Apple Maps is back up and running. All right, next story. This one's a big one. So the Wall Street Journal expects Apple's lower priced LCD models to represent the majority of iPhone sales in the upcoming 2018 lineup. So coming up this fall, they think that Apple is going to release 3 different models that we've been reporting on. The iPhone 10-2 or whatever they call it, the 10 Plus, and also a maybe iPhone 9 or something. It's going to be the 6.1 inch kind of in between. And they're saying that sales are going to be of LCD variants. So the OLED models, the expensive ones, are actually not going to be the main ones. Now this is just a rumor, just a report. There's no real proof behind this besides Apple's supply chains. They're claiming right here, they expect the LCD models to make up the majority of iPhone sales in this upcoming lineup. Apple initially wanted roughly equal production of iPhone models with LCD and OLED displays, but now plans to make more of the LCD model, referring to the rumored lower priced, lesser featured 6.1 inch iPhone, as it supposedly anticipates strong customer demand for the more affordable iPhone 10 model. So what they're thinking is most people are not going to want to spend $800-900 on a phone, or even upwards of $1,000 or $1,200. So they're thinking most people are going to want this cheaper, but pretty much the same looking device. Because think about it, if an average consumer walks into an Apple store, sees a 6.1 inch, lesser LCD model next to an iPhone 10, they're not going to really know the difference. They're going to say, okay, these look the same, but this one's $300 cheaper. I'm taking this one. So that's kind of the thought process behind this. They think the LCD models will definitely sell more. However, here's the big caveat with this entire story. It's not entirely clear if LCD models will include iPhone 7, iPhone 8, and iPhone SE models, which will likely remain for sale alongside the 2018 iPhones and tip the scale towards LCD, because obviously those still sell pretty well right now. So this whole report could just be completely throwing people off because those phones are still, they're old, they're still LCD, and they're still technically counting in these reports. So they're saying that this is a sign that customers and consumers don't want expensive phones. I don't know if that's necessarily true. I don't know if they can draw that conclusion from this, but analyst Ming-Chi Kao, who is no longer with his old firm, he's with TF International Securities, expects the next iPhone 10 to start at $800 to $900. So real quickly, I had a comment or a couple comments on one of my other videos. A viewer asked if she should upgrade her iPhone now or wait till the fall. And her concern was she heard that they were going to be lower priced. And that's true. And I explained to her, this will be a lower priced iPhone. However, they're not cutting any of the materials. It's going to be the same premium phone. It's just going to be slightly less expensive. That's the whole idea around this. Obviously, there's no proof, but that's what we expect Apple to do. So if you're watching this, just know the iPhone 10 might start between $800 and $900, probably $899 to be honest, and the iPhone 10 Plus will start at $900 to $1,000, so probably $999. So basically they're shaving $100 off of the current iPhone 10 price. So if you're still watching this, Just know that, okay? Don't worry about it. I would say wait. There's no need to rush out and buy one now unless your phone's broken. So anyways, hopefully she's watching this so she gets this information. That's just another reason to subscribe. Hit that little bell icon so you don't miss these videos. Anyways, the 6.1-inch iPhone is going to start between $600 and $700, so probably $699. And orders for all 3 models are beginning in September. Quo has previously said the 6.1-inch iPhone will have a nearly edge-to-edge display with a notch for Face ID, but with trade-offs, including LCD instead of OLED, an aluminum frame rather than stainless steel, no 3D touch, and a single lens rather than dual lens. So I definitely agree with most of that. I don't know about the 3D touch, but the aluminum frame definitely makes sense. I really like the stainless steel on the iPhone 10. It is so durable. It looks so good. And like I hit it against stuff sometimes. I don't use a case and I'll look at it and I'll be like, oh my gosh, it's probably got a dent. No, nothing, because stainless steel is so much tougher than aluminum. It's great. So if accurate, many customers may indeed opt for what is essentially a budget iPhone 10 with a $300 to $400 cheaper price tag. So that's why they think the LCD models might sell more. So that was a lot of information to get through, guys. I hope this video makes sense. There's gonna be a couple different iPhones coming out this fall. So we'll have to see exactly what Apple decides to put into this cheaper one. No, whatever they do, it's probably gonna sell really well. Knowing Apple, they'll do something cool. And hopefully the iPhones this year will be also as cool, but I am waiting for the 2019 iPhones. I will not be upgrading this year simply because I see it kind of as an S upgrade, and I've already spent, well over $1,200 on this iPhone. So I don't really want to do that again this year just because, there's no real point. This phone has been awesome for me so far. And with iOS 12 coming, we can expect the iOS 12 public beta sometime next week, I think. So I don't know, fingers crossed it comes out. I will be putting it on my daily driver iPhone 10. So be ready for tons of videos on that. If it sucks, I will let you guys know not to install it or to install it, whatever. I don't know. I'll be the guinea pig. I'll test it out and it'll be a lot of fun. But that's all I got for this video, guys. Again, if you liked it, hit it with a thumbs up, subscribe, hit that little bell icon so you don't miss any of our videos, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.
I know I'm not right, but I'm not wrong. No, I'm not wrong.